The Warriors coming into the arena earlier. They know a hostile crowd's waiting for them, and it looks like they'll be ready for it. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Andrew Wiggins, in his 8th season, was named an All-Star starter. That's the second longest wait ever after Kyle Lowry. Wiggins said, "In Golden State, I'm around greatness, and those guys believe in me. Offensively, they trust me with the ball, and defensively, I guard the other team's best player. That right there is motivating." Kevin?
Indeed it is. Thank you, D.A. Now, Golden State's starting five. The core of this team all out there, Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Wiggins is out there with Kevon Looney. And for the Jazz, we've got Jared Vanderbilt. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Olynyk in at the 5 spot.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah's. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Curry looking it over. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Now Curry. After Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Curry kicks it to Looney. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thompson's got the first points up on the board for the Warriors. About a minute played so far here in the first. Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
Curry, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Clarkson. His last outing, he had 24 points. Oh, good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green dishes to Wiggins. Curry against Clarkson. Curry passes to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Thompson sets the pick for Wiggins. Markkanen pulls it in.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Sexton kicks to Markkanen. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Passes it to Sexton. And here is Olynyk. Clarkson passes to Sexton. Over Curry. Tries again. Offensive rebound. Sexton's shot is good. And it's a tie ball game.
Don't want to see athleticism wasted just on offense as Sexton uses it that time to get an offensive board.
There's a good screen. Curry kicks to Green. Now we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, do you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Now Clarkson following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Now here's Olynyk. He had 15 points last outing. Markkanen can't get it to go.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Stephen Curry's so creative as a finisher on the inside. Right hand, left hand. He'll score around the defense.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Utah ends up going with the new group. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. The Warriors, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
There's the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Azubuike. He's covered by Wiseman. Azubuike, the pass to Beasley. 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Horton Tucker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Brent, unfortunately, the young career of James Wiseman has been plagued by injury.
Yeah, it's been really tough, Kevin, with that meniscus injury, 39 games into his career. He had his surgery, and then he was trying to come back, and multiple setbacks in his pathway to try to get back on the floor and become an impact player as the first overall pick a couple years ago. It kept him out the entirety of last season. Hopefully, this is the year where we see him fully healthy.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by Utah. Wiseman no good. Beasley outside. Unloads. With the second effort, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Kessler, one shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Warriors trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the paint. DiVincenzo with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Wiseman, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And good job working that play and getting into his shooting position. Wiseman pays that one off.
Now Beasley. From downtown. He's off on that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Jazz lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And Utah has possession. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Olynyk. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sexton in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 1. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Utah shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Olynyk high post. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
Now here's Wiseman. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Wiggins with it. Now defended by Markkanen. That ties it up. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do. Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, that 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
Now Curry. After Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go. Down low. Here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
But when you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Here's Markkanen. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And the title-winning 2017 Warriors, Brent Barry, what made them special?
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. I mean, all these guys in their prime, Kevin, but to me, it's what Steve created there stylistically. The fact that they played with so much freedom and so much enjoyment. You don't see that all that often. And so the Warriors reaching the crown with that kind of consistency and character, that's what made it special.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Poole. And Markkanen drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Thompson misses. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The open look here for Sexton. The Jazz with another miss. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks. Utah's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Markkanen. Outside for Sexton. Sexton can't get that one to drop.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And you know, one of the unsung heroes of the Warriors championship teams, Kevon Looney.
Totally understands his role and a rotation guy who can start for you, but how much consistency did he provide in that 2022 season and championship run? This guy's battled some injuries, but he has always been reliable for the Warriors.
Clarkson passes to Vanderbilt. Green inside. He's covered by Clarkson, and Green gets it to go.
Draymond Green showing off some big man handles. Great job from the point forward there.
And the Jazz call time here. changes here for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Stephen Curry. Pass to Alexander Walker. Jazz passing it around. Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by Kuminga. That one good for two.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Kuminga sets a screen for Thompson. Utah with the rebound. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Love watching Klay Thompson and that easy stroke of his.
Jazz trail by 5. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the 3. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
Now, here's Looney. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
All right, let's take a look at the numbers for Looney. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's averaging 6 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 12-4 run. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And here's Beasley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes to Horton Tucker. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. Azubuike, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
And now looking at where things stand at the half, there's some work to be done for the Jazz.
Inefficiency on the offensive end. How about pounding it more inside, like I always say? Also, if you don't have a look, don't take a credit.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Looney out there with Wiggins. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Warriors leading by 5. Wiggins dishes to Thompson. Outside, Green. Looney passes to Wiggins. Now the pass to Curry. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Jazz. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
Pass to Curry. He feeds it to Green. Clock at 6. The shot by Thompson, no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Releases. And he connects with the jumper. Sexton's got the first field goal of the second half for the Jazz. Thompson inside the line. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Sexton against Curry. He can't get that one, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Pass to Wiggins. Shoots over Olynyk, and it's Wiggins missing. Jazz trail by 3. Markkanen kicks to Clarkson. Olynyk, a screen on Thompson. Clarkson for 3. The shot, no good.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Clarkson against Thompson. Curry way outside. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Sexton with it. Looney on him. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Olynyk.
Well, Olynyk's a big guy. He's not going to slow down. And right there playing physical.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Different look here for the Warriors. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Looney. JaMychal Green comes in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Poole subbed in for Klay Thompson. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And it's good for 2. Curry's got 11 points. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there are some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
And Poole gets it to go.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Beasley. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry against Sexton. Left side Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Hit by Kuminga. Here's Poole. And he lays it straight in. Poole's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
Poole does a great job there, just extending and using his length to have an advantage on that shot.
Beasley with it. Wiseman picks him up. It's blocked, and they get it back. Sexton for 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. This is it to Kuminga. Golden State moving it around. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Boston Celtics. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for that game against Indiana, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
To the middle to stop the drought. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Colin Sexton forced into the role in Cleveland with tons of minutes, but also having to orchestrate the offense for a very young team.
And Poole gets it to go.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Sexton against Curry. Now, here's Sexton. Defense right on him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Warriors leading by 8. Olynyk is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Wiggins. And finished off by Wiseman.
And Wiseman just has that great rebounding range to be in there and make something happen for a second chance bucket.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Here's Olynyk. Warriors with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 6th rebound on the night. Poole the pass to Wiseman. Thompson outside. Thompson sets the pick for Wiggins. And he goes right over Olynyk and slams it down.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jazz trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Alexander Walker passes to Clarkson. GA with their fourth title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Throw good, Clarkson.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Jazz. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Poole. Outside, Green. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
Sexton on the wing. Screen by Olynyk. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Thompson for the triple. And another three for Golden State.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win. Oh, and he likes the mid-range, Jay. You have to get right up on him if you want to stop it.
DiVincenzo kicks it to Looney. To the inside. Here's Thompson. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Olynyk dishes to Clarkson. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thompson finds Green. Here's Looney. Now here's DiVincenzo. Wiggins from outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst. And when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Talen Horton-Tucker. And Golden State also making a change. Curry's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's Curry with the 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. It's a 13-point game. Launches a 3. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green passes to Wiggins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
The length of Wiggins helping him out there, able to stretch it up on the inside and find a shot.
Sexton with a screen on Thompson. To the paint, here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there, lack of communication on the backside.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're leading by 13. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. Sexton against Curry. Count that one. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Curry gets going like this, it's dangerous, and this could be a big night on that scoreboard for him.
Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Over Green. Green with the block.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Stephen Curry.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Sexton against Curry. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
It's Curry outside. Markkanen pulls it in. Clarkson on the wing. No good from outside. Thompson with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. When you look at the stat sheet and why things work tonight, what are you looking at the most?
Turnovers. That's the key to the game. Look at turnovers and how many free throws they shot. If they weren't able to set their defense, we didn't turn the ball over, we were able to set ours. Those are the 2 things I look at.
Certainly sounds like the foundation to victory, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, as New Balance presents our player of the game, Stephen Curry.